Welcome to Princess Ninja and Keto. My name's Melanie. Welcome to my home in the sunshiny state of Florida. It is 8:45 and 76 degrees. So I've had a lot of questions over the last month about what sweetener I've used, what collagen I use, what my favorite coffee is. So I just decided to do a video today to talk to you about all of my favorite items that I use on a regular basis. So let's get this show started, and I'll see you at the next segment. First up, not an affiliate or a partner, but I use this Nature's Plus collagen peptides. I've noticed an incredible difference in my skin and my nails since I've been using this. You can go back to some of my older videos and see what a change that collagen peptides have made in my skin texture, the smoothness of my skin, the color, the softness of my skin. I love this stuff. I use this. This is great. I do not like this stuff cold. I'm just going to tell you right now, it doesn't mix well cold, but it is wonderful in coffee, and it basically dissolves if you put it in something like bone broth and heat it up with a little bit of salt. Next up is what kind of sweetener am I using? Honestly, I believe that monk fruit sweetener was stalling me. I don't think it's bad for me. I just think that monk fruit sweetener, which is what I was using before I switched back to pure stevia, I believe that it was stalling me because the scales started moving shortly after I changed. This here is Sweet Leaf, Sweet Drops, Stevia Clear, non-GMO. It's about $17 for this bottle. I would definitely become a partner or an affiliate for this product because I love it. It is the best tasting stevia that I have found. It is quite expensive, but like I said, 17 bucks. This lasts me about 2 months. This is my favorite bacon. I look for this. I use this. I also use Walmart's version of this bacon. It's a lower sodium bacon. However, it also has 0 sugar. There is 0 sugar in the curing of this bacon. There's no sugar in here whatsoever. So I'm not purposely cutting out sodium from my diet, but because I love the texture, I love the way this cooks up. It's nice. It's a very nice bacon. Also, the meat to fat ratio on this bacon is always excellent. Like, I don't like a super fatty bacon, right? And you can see this has tons of meat in it. This is really, really good stuff. I'll be using some of it tonight when I make a bacon wrapped tenderloin. True story. I love this stuff. They make this smoked turkey. They also make a chicken that has a really strong onion and garlic flavor, but I love to chop it up and put it in salads. True story here is the chicken breast, and the ingredients inside here are organic turkey, water, and salt. 3 ingredients in this turkey breast. It is very expensive though, guys. It's almost 7 bucks for this package. You've got to shop on your budget. If you're eating the grocery store generic version, it's got a little bit of sugar in it somewhere, maybe 1 carb per slice. If it's not affecting you, you're doing fine. I'm not promoting organic. I'm not promoting non-GMO. You've got to shop and manage your budget, okay? That's just my disclaimer because I'm not going to do that on every item I buy. This one is a little less expensive. This is a company called Plainville. This is an oven roasted turkey when I don't really want the smoked flavor. This is organic turkey breast, water and salt. Once again, this is a lunch meat with 0 preservatives in it. No sugar in any kind of curing process whatsoever. And there's 0 carbs per slice. So I can eat as many slices as I want. It is super hard to find lunch meat ham that isn't loaded with sugar. This does have sugar in it. It has brown sugar in it, but it is the 6th out of 8 ingredients. So the lower the ingredients is to the bottom of the list, that means the less amount. So they start with the most the most prevalent ingredient, and then further down the list you go, the less there is. This does have 1 carbohydrate per 2 slices. I love this stuff. This is so great. They sell it in the refrigerated section where they sell the big hams. That's where they do this at Publix. I don't know where they carry it everywhere else. Disclaimer, so I buy whatever eggs are on sale. If it happens to be an organic egg that's on sale and it's only a quarter or more than a regular egg, then I'm going to buy organic. Of course, why not? If it's just a couple cents more. I always keep hard-boiled eggs. I hate peeling eggs. I have this aversion for peeling eggs. I don't like doing it. So I buy the pre-boiled, pre-peeled eggs. And this week at Publix, Nellie's eggs. These are organic eggs. Nellie's eggs were on sale for $2.99 for a dozen. More eggs. These are Big John's eggs. These are super vinegary, but I love me some pickled eggs. I know you can be as grossed out as you want. They sell these at Publix, and they sell these at Walmart. But I love these these Big John's pickled eggs. Speaking of pickles, me and my husband absolutely love pickles. We can go through a jar of pickles in like 3 or 4 days. Okay, so these are our brand of pickles that we love, but you've got to like hot. These are super freaking spicy. Catch your mouth on fire, spicy, but we like it that way. And that's what they are, Hill Country home style canning. We order these from Amazon, 3 jars at a time. You can see the peppers in there, the garlic in there. These pickles are amazing. All right, so I get this question a lot. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Of course, coffee. I have several favorites. I like Newman's Own organic coffee. I like Dunkin' Donuts. They have a cinnamon roll that I like. I like some Starbucks flavors. This in my cup today is Caramel Me Crazy by Dunkin' Donuts with a pinch of Himalayan salt, a couple drops of stevia, and a scoop of collagen powder. Next up is Bigelow Green Tea. I discovered this while staying at a hotel, and normally I don't like green tea because it's got that really funky aftertaste. This has 0 green tea aftertaste. This has got to be my favorite tea. I like this better than I like the regular Lipton tea bags. I love this stuff. I don't drink it a lot, but from time to time, I will have a cup of this with dinner. Throw ice on it to make iced tea, couple drops of sweetener, and you've got some sweet tea. This stuff is amazing. And for those of you who don't like the taste of green tea, I promise this doesn't have that traditional green tea flavor. Next up, Zevia. This is the creamy root beer, which is a new flavor, but I like the root beer. I like the grape flavor. I like the caffeine-free cola, the cream soda, and the ginger root beer. So there's a few flavors of Zevia, but this is my go-to soda. LaCroix Limoncello, that is my favorite. It's pretty much the only one I buy anymore. And as far as electrolytes, of course, water, H2O, good old-fashioned water. I do use Keto Chow electrolyte drops and Zip Fizz. So let's talk dressings, condiments, and oils. All right, guys, let's start with dressings. This is my favorite, Marie's blue cheese. I love the super chunky blue cheese, but this was on sale for $3.99, and this is their big jar, so this is great. Yes, I know that it's made with soybean oil. Don't care, because if I'm following Dr. Eric Westman's list, I'm only allowed 2 tablespoons of salad dressing anyway, not enough to be impactful on my diet at all. My next favorite is Ken's Creamy Caesar. Love this stuff, and this only has 1 carbohydrate per 2 tablespoons. Now I'm bringing up mayonnaise because I also make coleslaw dressing out of mayonnaise. It's my other favorite, and I make a keto-friendly honey mustard. So basically when I make my coleslaw dressing, I just put a tablespoon of mayonnaise. a couple drops of apple cider vinegar, and then a couple drops of my stevia sweetener, and it makes for like a creamy coleslaw dressing. For my honey mustard, I take equal parts of mustard and mayonnaise. 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon, mix it up, a couple drops of sweetener, and it makes honey mustard. So that would be in my salad dressings, but these are condiments of choice. Let's talk a little bit about the extras. So this is a company, if you've never heard of them, called Simple Girl. I even sent Keto Diamond some of this barbecue sauce. It is amazing, amazing. This is the organic Southern blend. There's also a Louisiana, which is really spicy. So there is water, apple cider vinegar, mustard, paprika. Contains less than 2% of stevia extract, natural hickory smoke flavor, garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, spices, citric acid, and xanthan gum. And then all of those ingredients that I read to you with an asterisk are all organic. This is super good. It's 5 calories per 2 tablespoons, 1 gram of carbohydrate per 2 tablespoons. These are my other 2 go-to by Primal Kitchen. This is a steak sauce that has absolutely 0 sugar in it, and a golden barbecue sauce that has 0 sugar in it. Let's talk seasonings. I go through one of these a month. I'm not kidding you. Me and my husband love black pepper. The Simple Girl barbecue sauce I told you about, they also make some wonderful seasonings. This is a lemon herb. This is fantastic on chicken. They make this really great steak seasoning. It's all natural. There's 0 sugar in any of these. There is some stevia sweetener in some of the spice flavors. Once again, the Louisiana is hot. But if you want barbecue chicken without the sugar, this is the closest thing you're going to get to a really sweet barbecue chicken. This has stevia in it. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful seasoning. I use this on pork and chicken. It is delicious. But this is my go-to. I like spicy things. I like spicy. This is Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Frequently when you see me eating wings, that's what they're seasoned with. Let's not forget the most important seasoning, and that is salt. As far as oil goes, I showed you the bacon earlier. This is the strained bacon grease. All I do is take a flour sifter and I pour my bacon grease through a flour sifter into here, and I keep it refrigerated. Some Southern people keep it on their counter. I don't feel safe doing any food products on my counter, so this goes in my refrigerator. It lasts about 3 or 4 months. It takes me about 2 or 3 weeks of making bacon a couple times a week to fill this big old mason jar, but it has a high flash temperature. I actually prefer to cook in bacon grease over anything else because it doesn't break down and it doesn't burn that easily. Next though, for making dressings, making anything that I need a flavorful oil, I use refined coconut oil. All right, guys, so for those of you who have been watching my channel for a long time, there's no need to show you what's in my freezer. I have pork tenderloins in there. I have red snapper in there. I have hamburger. Some of it's just ground round. Some of it's ground beef. Some of it is grass-fed. It's just whatever is on sale. I have pre-made frozen all beef patties in there, chicken breasts, you name it, whatever the protein is, the protein sources, I have it in there. I have ribeyes, I have sirloin steaks, I have bacon, I have sausage. Anyway, so all of the proteins. For pasta substitutes, I love Palmini. They make these in lasagna style noodles. They make these in angel hair pasta, and they make them in a linguine. So I have a favorite recipe, which is linguine and clam sauce, where I take a couple cans of baby clams with the juice. I add some clam juice to it. I add shrimp, mushrooms, fresh garlic butter, and then I simmer that for a little while. I drain and rinse these really well, toss them up, and it is so good topped with some real grated Parmesan cheese. It is amazing. It's an amazing dish. And although some of you may think this is really high source of carbohydrates, you can have this whole can for 12 carbohydrates. I always keep things like this on hand because I do live in a state that is prone for hurricanes. So I always keep non-perishable. I keep things that are high in protein, really high in omega-3s, omega-6s, and I've got me some tuna, some sardines, and some octopus. All right, so these are my two favorite pork rinds. I love the Epic black pepper and salt, but I also love the barbecue, and then these are great to substitute as breadcrumbs or just to eat when you want something crunchy. Of course, these are my favorite beef sticks. They make these in beef, turkey, and chicken. They make them in spicy and mild. I personally love the jalapeno. They're very clean. There's no sugar added in any of these, and Wenzel Farm is located in the USA, so I love supporting them. Last but not least, at least for now, these. So everybody's into like the cheese and the Parmesan crisps and stuff like that. This is a brand that they sell at Publix. It is Mrs. Colbison's. I think it's Colbison's. Anyway, these are everything seasoned. It doesn't have that real sharp aftertaste of most Parmesan crisps, but you can pick up all of the seasoning of the sesame seeds and just the everything seasoning, the onion, the garlic. These are delicious. Once again, so, I mean, when people tell me that you're so restricted, I think to myself how many things I make on keto, and I just don't get bored. As a matter of fact, I have a playlist that's keto meals, and even though my journey is a little bit different now than it was the first 3 years that I was keto, still you can modify those recipes even more. I mean, there is cracked chicken, there's cheeseburger soup, there's meatloaf, there's meatballs, there's linguine and clam sauce, there's steak, there's chicken salad, there's salmon patties, there's fried salmon patties, there's crab cakes. I mean, there's fish, there's bang bang shrimp, sorry. There is just endless amounts of quiche recipes and cauliflower casseroles, and and keto chili, and there's just yes, I do feel deprived when I go into a Dunkin' Donuts and I have to pass the donut case. I have people frequently ask me how I can live keto and pass up all that food, and it's like, I'm not passing up that food. I'm passing up the sugar diabetes that I no longer have. I'm passing up the fatty liver that I no longer have. I'm passing up the 60 pounds that I've lost and I never intend on gaining back. I am giving up the joint pain. And if that means passing a donut case without ever buying another donut in my entire life, it's a fair trade. It's a fair trade. It's a fair trade. I think it is. All right, guys, let me know below if any of the products that I've showed you in this video are products that you frequently use. Have I introduced you to anything new? And I will wrap this video up by showing you what I've eaten today, and we'll talk about a goodbye at the end of the video. All right, guys, this is my first meal of the day. It's 10 o'clock. I made a chaffle with 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of Parmesan grated cheese, and 2 tablespoons of some freshly grated coarse Parmesan cheese. I have 2 very thin slices of tomato, a teaspoon of mayonnaise, ham, pepperoni, and turkey. And I'm going to have a Zip Fizz peach mango. All right, guys, this is dinner tonight. I did a bacon wrapped pork tenderloin. I did some air fryer onions, and I did peel off some of the onion and eat some of that while I was making my husband's plate. But this is my plate over here. That is 6.5 ounces of pork with about 4 or 5 slices of bacon. All right, guys, I just got back from walking the dogs. It is hot outside, I tell you. Yeah, the dogs even were looking at me like, lady, where are you taking us? You know, in Hades. It was hot. Anyway, I've got a tray full of earrings here to assemble tomorrow. I've got some UV resin earrings baking in the UV sunlight rays. I've got all of my earring trays out for some creativity projects tomorrow. I don't know what's all on the list for tomorrow, except for I have both of my accountability buddies tomorrow. If you're ever interested in what I do with my accountability buddies, I have an email address in the description of this video below. It is a reasonable program. I think it is. And I'm hoping that if my ladies are watching this, they'll testify below that having the accountability buddy and the way I work my program really works for them. But I do it based on you. So I may tweak some things depending on what I feel is going to help you and lift you to that next level. Anyway, I've got my board back here. I'm thinking about taking my measurements soon. I'm going to wait till August. I'm going to do an arms challenge in August. Yep, we're going to do an arms challenge. I just haven't decided what yet. But we are going to pump it all. Anyway, I'll think about it for a couple of days about the arms challenge, but we're definitely going for August. Fitness challenge in August. So I'll see you tomorrow with another daily vlog. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.